So AWS, the disaster response team, invited Novetta to participate because they thought we could help solve a hard problem that many first responders face during these disasters, which is simply keeping track of people and critical equipment. So imagine different volunteer groups showing up in the Bahamas. How do we put them all on the same map so that we can ensure something as simple as health and safety of the very volunteers that are trying to help? Well, to do that, let's talk about the tech a little bit. And I'm going to keep this very high level. I'm actually doing a chalk talk later on this morning if you guys want to come see some of the lower level detail. But it's very simple. Let's deploy inexpensive IoT sensors to start, so basic GPS trackers, right? And HD security cameras, cameras that you can just order on Amazon.com, like an Axis ball cam, we call them. You see them hanging off the sides of buildings or in offices. Nothing too crazy. We're going to get all that data into the compute-optimized Snowball Edge so that people can use it in the field. Digging a little deeper, I want to tell you about a couple of things here. Show of hands. How many people have heard of something called LoRaWAN? Okay, good group, and not all just Novetta people up here in the front. So LoRaWAN is an emerging IoT technology. It's very popular in Europe and Asia for industrial applications. It stands for long-range, low power. So think battery devices that can communicate over digital RF over very long distances. The gateway is basically an antenna that's going to collect signal from all the sensors. The Snowball Edge, obviously, we're using it as our central processing hub. Ramesh did a great job showing you a couple of use cases across various industries for that, and that's exactly what we want to do. We want to bring our software on the Snowball. We actually had 4 compute instances running on the Snowball. We want to get it running quickly. We want to use machine learning via Greengrass. And then we also want to be able to connect to a connected environment. So you can imagine large organizations like AWS want to know where their people are, but they're not going to send the whole company to the Bahamas, right? They might want to see that from afar. So when connectivity does come in, how can we leverage the features of the Snowball Edge to get the data back to the cloud and replicate it there? It's worth mentioning that we were able to get a very high power Windows instance running on the Snowball Edge. So for those of you that have Windows workloads, we were able to provision an instance using the documentation available to get Windows Server 2016 running with our application on the compute optimized device.